was? Well, I'm an experimental architect. I built buildings without the use of blueprints. It made them go up way faster. And they fell down way faster too, but not a big deal. You know why? Because nobody was ever hurt, which meant no lawsuits. But best yet, my peers recognized my genius, even in my flaws, and they gave a name to my style of architecture, which is a great honor in the architecture world. They called my style of architecture Jenga. I don't know what that means, but it sounded very cool and very exotic, so I went with it. Unfortunately,
it's all about my town. Yeah, down by the river, down by the banks of the river trough. Oh, that's where Jack, baby. That's where you'll find me, along with lovers.
as you can see, folds down. So here we go. Oh, duty. Oh, it's Harvey Heartbreak. Hi, Harvey Heartbreak. Yeah! Excellent job. A little bit. Our captain is turning on the propeller and doing this. Here we go. Jenga! Welcome to the Charles River. Excuse me while I wring out my shirt. So what do you think? Was it everything you wanted? Yeah. Why are we driving on water? Oh, how are we driving on water? It's a good guess. You just have to have faith. Once you say, I don't believe it, we sink. So, yes, it is a boat. Yes, it is. And I'll be telling you about it a little bit later. Right now, I got to tell you about where you are. You're in the lower basin of the Charles River. It's about 14 feet deep here. This is where it's an estuary. And that is where fresh water flows out into salt water. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Okay. There we go. So, and an estuary, like I say, for those of you who don't know, that is where fresh water flowing out to salt water, which is only about a quarter of a mile that way. That's Boston Harbor. And as we come on up here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the river. First off, this river has had 3 names in its history. The first one, Quinnipiac. Yeah, that was the Algonquin name for the river. It meant the meandering river. And that's because this river starts 30 miles to our west, but takes 80 miles to come down here to Boston, because it Quinnipiac's all the way down. They gave us 2 other names as well. One was Shawmut. Shawmut was the very first name of Boston before the English settlers, and Shawmut meant the land of living water. And the second name they gave us that we still use today, Massachusetts. What does that mean? It means the land next to the Great Blue Hill, which is out in Milton on the Chickatawbit Reservation. Now, does anybody here come from Connecticut? Oh, I'll tell you anyway, because I know I've piqued your interest. Connecticut means the land next to the Great Tidal River. Yep. The second name this river got was the Massachusetts, and that was given to it by John Smith, one of the men who settled Jamestown, Virginia. He came here in 1614 at the request of King James to chart the New England coast. He called this river the Massachusetts, and from 1614 to 1616, this was the Massachusetts. Then, when he sent the charts back to England, the King, James, saw the charts, so did his 12-year-old son, Charles. And he wanted it named for him, so since 1616, this has been the Charles River. Now, a weird sidebar. That's in the 1600s. Prince Charles eventually became King Charles II. It has been 400 years since England has been ruled by a King Charles, till today, King Charles III.
Nice.
as we come on down here, one of the things I didn't get a chance to say, that we would, get all the kids up here. This river was a heck of a lot wider than what you're seeing now, way back 160 years ago. What you might not know about that is everything that happened that you learned about with Paul Revere never happened.
I'm gonna tell you a story.